Live.
I call the Township of Aleppo workshop meeting of September 13th, 2021 to order. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Call to order, please. Roll call, please.
President Jones.
Present.
Vice President Williams.
Present.
Commissioner Dara.
Present by phone.
Commissioner Richard.
Present.
Solicitor Lovato.
Here.
Manager Patterson.
Here.
This meeting, like all others, is being recorded, will be uploaded to YouTube, and will be available for viewing anytime, any place. Do I hear a motion to approve the August 16th, 2021 legislative meeting minutes?
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? Commissioner Dara, any comments?
No comments.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. Old business, refuse and recycling contract bid results. Manager Patterson.
Okay, so the COG received 2 bids for the 5-year trash and recycling contract. The first one was from Noble Environmental, and I didn't even give you a copy of that. I have it if you would like to see it, but it came in almost $5 million higher than this one. So there's really kind of only one practical choice, Waste Management's bid. So what you have here in this little spreadsheet thing talks about the different kind of options and the way to break down the contract and what the cost per option are. And then the green highlighted section are the services that we currently have. You can mute him, I guess.
So what you have here in this little spreadsheet, they talk about the different kind of options, the way to break down the contract, and what the cost per option are.
Turn it off.
Hey, Dan,
Yes.
can you mute your phone, and then if you want to say something, just unmute it?
I think I can do that.
There's a lot of background noise.
Turn this on, move to TV.
I did it.
Okay. Is it better now?
Yes. Okay, Gwen.
So yeah, the section in green details the services that we currently have under the existing contract. So that's option 4. And then the option 4 is highlighted down here that shows you the cost for if we wanted to keep the same level of service that we currently have. If you're interested in exploring different levels of service, I can break that down for you however you would like to see the numbers. But what we currently have is weekly trash collection, bi-weekly curbside recycling, household hazardous and e-waste service where people can call in and have hazardous waste and electronics picked up at their door. And then we have our dumpster emptied every other week. So that's what's in this column.
Is Masonic Village doing their thing by themselves as they usually do?
Masonic, the villas are included in our contract. They are, because they're single-family homes, they're included. All the other main buildings and the apartment buildings have their own contract. So this just applies to the villas at
Okay,
Masonic.
thank you. Thank you.
So this is $21,000 increase?
Yeah, I think it was a 16% increase from last year to this year, from like the end of last year to the next year's contract.
Okay, well, we need to approve this?
Not tonight. You'll
Next
need to
Monday.
do it by resolution, and I'll have that ready for you. So you do, because the COG doesn't enter into the contract, the COG is the bid facilitator, but each municipality enters into their own contract because we're able to choose our own services.
Can you send Dan a copy?
Yes, he has this, but although the contract, yes, I'll send him, everyone a copy of the next round of documents that I get.
Okay, so look this over and then we'll vote on it next week.
Yeah.
And the other stuff in the packet for that was just a larger breakdown from the COG. They prepared this, the different breakdowns for the different communities and the different combinations of things. So that's just there for your interest.
Any questions about that?
No.
All right, the second item of old business, we approved the core sampling proposal, but we extracted rock ledge from it because we weren't sure it was needed. The engineers explained why it was a good idea to include rock ledge, so we want to pass a new motion including rock ledge. So do I hear a motion to accept the core sampling, et cetera?
So moved.
Okay. Patty, you have that? Yeah.
Oh, sorry, we're voting on it now, this one, sorry. Yes, I'm
We need a
confused.
second.
I second, yes.
Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. Dan, did you hear that?
He's on mute.
Dan, did you hear that? He's off the air.
No, it's still there. He's probably muted. And like muted his own phone.
Yeah.
Because of the feedback.
Yeah, I always mute it and then can't figure out how the hell that.
Happens.
I did. I agree.
He didn't hear until the
Did, I agree.
Dan,
Thank you.
did you hear enough of the core sampling?
It's probably muted. I'm like muted his own phone. Yeah.
I heard it and I agree.
Okay, thank you. New business. When?
So every year we have two pension plans. There's the police pension plan and what's called the non-uniform, which is the regular employees pension plan. And every year we have the actuarial group that we use, Mock and Hop. They determine how much the township is required to put in every year to those two pension plans to keep them fully funded. And so it's a number that they basically said we budget from this number. And last year was the first year in a lot of years that we had to start putting money back into the police pension plan just because we now have everyone drawing on it and with the market changes. So it's, last year it was around 16,000 and this year it is 16,000 again. So that's the amount that we have to budget for and pay into the police pension plan. And then the non-uniform plan, the amount that we're required to contribute this year is 13,818. So next week I'll have these motions written for you to vote on to approve these numbers, and then I have to submit the approval, and then these are the numbers that I'll use in the budget.
And how does the 13 compare to last year?
Same,
Good.
basically. You know, a couple hundred different.
And kind of while we're on that subject, I think you said that the audit is almost complete.
Almost complete. I'm just expecting Mark to come back from vacation and basically approve the audit, the audit draft, and then he'll be coming in here at some point to present to you. I'm not sure exactly when. I need to submit it to the online system in the next like 2 weeks. So I'm gonna have to submit the audits, upload it based for our bond. It's a requirement for our bonds.
And then the 2022 budget will begin.
We'll begin, it's already begun, so
Okay.
it's, once we have that number, that's a chunk that we'll need for the budget.
And anyone that wants to participate in that is welcome. Okay, Dave, do we have any citizens participating?
We have one person online, but no questions.
No questions. Is there any additional new business? Then we're going to move into an executive session to discuss 2 items that may involve litigation at 7:10.
now?
We are leaving executive session at 7:34. And we have another item of new business.
We do. There was a communication that we received that we needed to, that should have been under old business to touch upon, to update a resident about a complaint. So we received a follow-up question about the resident, from the resident who appeared at our meeting a couple of months ago about the property at 241 Weber Road and the property, the condition of that property. So the update on that is that the owner of that property did receive a letter from our code enforcement officer and had until August 23rd to comply to clean the property. He did not fully clean the property. So the citation was written and it was filed by Ohio Township Police Department at the magistrate's office. So the case is now at the magistrate's, and the magistrate will be communicating with the property owner to let him know if there'll be a court date or if there'll be hearings or, you know, what the next step will be. Ohio Township Police will let us know when the hearing will be, so we'll be able to just kind of follow along with that too. And then it's now at the magistrate. The magistrate can either give him time to clean up, because the magistrates often give a little more time, or might fine him just outright. We just won't know until we find out when the court date is, but it has moved into the citation phase.
Right, the email had asked about fines or the structure of fines, but we haven't entered that phase yet.
We haven't, and we would have to do a little digging to find out if these are fines that the township, based on township ordinance, or whether they're based on our adoption of the International Property Maintenance Code, which is what we use to guide our property maintenance, and whether if the fines are embedded in that, I have to find out if that's something that we can change or I'm not sure, but that's something to look into to figure out how we can try to compel people to just maintain their property.
Okay.
Will you respond to the email?
I will.
Good.
Okay.
Any other new business?
No.
Any other old business?
I apologize for that oversight now, thank you.
Then, do I hear a motion to adjourn?
Motion.
I'll second and third it.
We are adjourned.